I sat here and I woke up to this story because I am from New York City, born and raised in New York City. And uh, I don't know if I played a video. It's I don't want to get copyright on here, but just the image that you see right here, if you was to find the video, this is fucking insane. I'm from New York City, and these migrants are taking over, and I've never seen this insanity. There's clothes everywhere they're selling on the street. It's insane the amount of nonsense that they are allowed to get away with. I remember, um, you had to have permits. Like you had a lot of these older black guys that used to sell black books in in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I would always buy my black books, like black history books and stuff like that, from them guys that would have them tables in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And it was like $10 a book. I love those New York City days, but them guys had to have permits, and I'm telling you, NYPD back in those days, they'd be like, "Show me your permit. Show me your permit." They were not playing. If you did not have a permit, they would make you pack your shit and move. You find this video, these migrants, these people don't have permits to be having all these clothes on all over the place and shoes, and you black Americans in New York City. If you don't get it by now, they are replacing you. They are replacing you. You already know. I don't really have to get too deep with this. Like, Hispanics are very, very racist, and they don't like black people, and they're very tribalistic, and they will push you out. They will outbreed you. Number one, I don't give a shit if anybody gets offended by this video, because it's the truth. Your average Hispanic is probably going to have 5 or 6 kids. They'll make it happen, and then they'll just keep spreading and growing. And then, just like the brother told me, they will control what gets rented to who. There's a brother on here, I'm not going to mention his name, he still lives in New York City, and he told me, he said, if they don't view you as being Hispanic, like you don't speak any Spanish, they will not rent places to you. And he said they've been getting away with this for a long time in New York City. So they're going to fucking take over. And the videos I've been seeing, a lot of them have already formed into gangs. They are robbing New York City residents, mothers, it doesn't matter. They walk up to you with a knife or with a gun. They're taking these people's cell phones. I have never seen this much lawlessness. Listen. I'm looking at the video right here. This is insane. The amount of migrants that are on the streets. They're here to replace you. This is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez district, right? Corona, Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, Roosevelt Avenue is full of migrant prostitutes. This is insane. They are turning New York City into 1970 again. When you find this video, this was 1970 when I was a kid. The amount of people that are constantly on the streets, walking the street, they're turning it. When there were streetwalkers everywhere, that was the 70s when I was a little kid. They cleaned up the prostitutes when I left in 91. I left New York City in 91. They got rid of the prostitute. They were cracking hard. Who was that? Giuliani era, was that? They shut a lot of that shit down. There was things that you could not sell anymore. Those of you who remember, they had kung fu stores everywhere. Old New York City. You can buy any knife or any sword you wanted. There was no regulation. The NYPD got rid of all of that. All that stuff is illegal. And now, listen. This is Democrat controlled. I'm not going to argue really Democrat versus Republican. I think that's a. The, let me just say this. This is the party that is in control. And this is what they're doing. This is I'm scrolling down. There is an alleged sex worker on in the Corona section of Queens, March 13, 2024. She looks like a Hispanic woman, just standing on the corner. Standing on the corner. How much is she selling it for? Maybe 2,000 pesos. Well, we don't do pesos in America. Probably about $20 to get you a couple of minutes of fun. This is insane. This is insane. Who is the party in power? I'm not going to argue politics with you. Who is the party in power? Why are they allowing this, and why are you still voting for them? That's the only question that I'm asking of anybody, because if we do the Democrat Republican thing, it's always going to devolve into I hate Trump. And Trump is not my God. He's not my king. He's not my leader. But any man that's committed to getting rid of these people, he, she, they have my vote. And incidentally, closing this out, I've told people that I never voted for Obama. Never. Not even once, not even twice. I didn't like him. I knew he was just not good for so many reasons that I mean, they're all bad. Let's just be honest with it. But he was really bad. And I won't get into that. Obama was a really bad president. But when it came to deporting these people, even Fox News had to admit that he earned the title of deporter in chief. So whoever is committed to deporting all of these people, you have my vote. Continue to be TDS, Trump deranged syndrome. I don't give a shit. Because when your neighborhood starts getting full of these people that are going to be robbing people and doing the other stuff to women and all kind of other horrors, yes, because a lot of these people are gangs and a lot of these people are terrorists. And if we don't get a president that gets a hold of this shit, America is going to be third world. I can't stand arguing with some of you on YouTube in the comment section. I'm like, really? You are really going to vote Democrat? The Democrats are trying to replace us. It's not just white people that believe this shit. If you're black and if you don't believe that the Democrats are not trying to replace you, there's something, excuse my French, there's something fucking wrong with you.